When I've noticed my electric bill gone up, started asking my neighbors, is your bill also going up? And they had no idea that this was happening.
If you live in any of these states, your electric bill is higher this summer. It's not because of anything you did. You're paying more because the world's biggest tech companies are building so many data centers.
It's all unfolding as electricity bills climb nationwide, rising faster than inflation in many places and in some regions far more sharply. The explosive growth of AI and the massive data centers behind it are driving demand and straining the grid.
And one more quick point, I wrote this down. Connecticut, 71% increase in average residential bills in the last few years. California, 46%. Texas, 27%. Again, not all because of data centers, but they are playing a big role in this thirst for new energy.
We've seen announcements from Meta and from OpenAI that they intend to develop 5 gigawatt data center campuses.
I mean, just to, I guess, put this in perspective, I think a gigawatt, it's like around the size of like a meaningful nuclear power plant only going towards training a model.
David Lapp represents ratepayers in Maryland, another PJM state. He explained to me that when utilities have to pay a higher capacity price, they pass it on to consumers in the form of supply charges. According to the PJM's independent monitor, data centers were responsible for 63% of last year's price increase.
We saw customers with bills $900, over $1,000. It's unfathomable that they are having to pay higher rates to support wealthy corporations building data centers.
I'm sure there are people who will hear you say that and they'll ask the question, shouldn't the tech companies that are profiting from these data centers and the AI advances, shouldn't they be the ones to fit the bill? Why are everyday Americans being forced to pay these higher costs?
That's exactly the right question to be asking, but the business model of the utility industry for now more than 100 years has been to invest in their systems and then spread those costs for everyone. That's always thought to be the fair approach to supporting our electricity system. And when you think about it in a lot of ways, that is fair. So for example, if there's a storm in your neighborhood and a tree falls on a power line and the lights go out in your neighborhood, the utility comes to fix that, but it doesn't bill you and everyone in your neighborhood for that. Rather, it spreads the cost of those repairs to everybody. And that, is seen to be fair because certainly you did nothing wrong when that tree falls down. And so that idea of spreading costs through everyone, when the utility needs to expand the system, it doesn't just charge the new residences or new businesses that are joining the system, but again, it spreads those costs to everyone.
Big tech is literally the wealthiest, most profitable industry in the world. They have the capacity to pull out their pocketbooks and cover their costs associated with this data center expansion. Instead, the American people and small businesses that aren't data centers are covering their costs.
The Tesla Powerwalls was the only system that I could buy that would back up my whole house.
We've had outages during the snowstorms. We had one hurricane went through and power line went down.
Drag the generator outside. Half the time it's raining or flashlight, so you gotta navigate it through the dark. Right now, as we're speaking, we lost power. And if you notice, there was no glitch. It was seamless.
Having a nice, cool, dry house in the summer because it's fully paid for by the sun.